Please remain standing for singing.
At that point, I realized that this was my home, being with my family for a period of time with no work or school distractions. My physical home may be in Buffalo, but traveling with my family makes it seem Like anywhere we go, we can make it like our home. We've also been to Disney a bunch of times. My family always likes to point out my mother for always taking pictures of us all. And by always, I mean we have like 15 thick albums full of pictures from the day we were all born to the present day. We have some of our best pictures from Disney because there are so many memorable moments that we were able to capture with a photo. Our favorite restaurant in the Swan Hotel had this one waiter that we have all known since we were little kids, Michael. He is hilarious, and coming from me, a natural-born comedian, that means something. He became a family friend, and we would make an effort to go see him every time we went to Disney. Unfortunately, he retired a few years back, but he always made our vacations so much better. Michael is like a neighbor, not literally our neighbor, but he is one of those familiar faces from my life. Even when our trips haven't gone to plan, it's always been good to be with my family. Funny enough, my family and I got stuck in not one, but 2 hurricanes. The first was on a cruise in the Caribbean, which was unfortunately in the middle of a hurricane, but good news that God spared my life, so that is how I'm able to make this presentation on this fine day. The second hurricane was just this year, Hurricane Dorian. We were at our condo on Marco Island in Florida and was supposed to leave on Monday. But by Saturday, the whole island was panicking because there was not a lot of gas left at the gas stations and people were preparing to drive away from Marco. We finally decided to leave on Sunday. After we got our plane, my dad got a notification that all the flights out of Marco were canceled 20 minutes after we took off. So if we hadn't left when we did, we would have been stuck. That was probably one of the most scariest moments of my life because I wouldn't be able to go home and see the loves of my life, aka my dogs, Marco, Polo, Mario, and Lucy, as I'm sure you all knew that. Having my family with me made me feel a lot safer between my dad continuously reminding me we are leaving soon and my mom telling me everything will be okay. It really made everything seem okay. Although me and my sister were pretty scared, I bravely kept her calm when she was screaming from the thunder being so loud, the lightning being so close. Sorry, that was a lie. It was actually the other way around. I was scared. I'm very thankful I've been able to experience so many different things throughout my life. Being shown new cultures and ways of life is a way for me and my family to bond. I love sharing laughs and stories from when we were little kids while we were at dinner or at sitting at the kitchen table playing cards. For me, home is where they are. Though we all live together, traveling is what we get to be a family.
October 15th, you can extend your long weekend another 2 hours. So, just a reminder, next Monday we have off for Indigenous Peoples Day, and then that Tuesday will be our seminar. So, our theme this coming around is Thinking Deep Thoughts. And the seminars will consider questions of psychology, philosophy, and cognitive science. On seminar day, the building will be open starting at 7:30. And early arrivals are welcome to have breakfast in the atrium at 9:15. As before, you will be sent a form to complete with your top 4 preferences during Wednesday advisory tomorrow. So with that, our first seminar to be presented today, possibly at significant cost to its presenter, is Nothing is Wrong with Me. I'm Just Introverted. Is it okay?
Have you ever been at a party wishing that you were at home reading a good book? Do crowds stress you out? Do you need alone time to recharge? Do your report card comments complain that you need to participate more in class? If this is you, then you might be an introvert. But what does that really mean? If you're an introverted person, does that mean something is wrong with you? Or is your brain simply wired differently to think and re-energize than someone who identifies as an extrovert? Do you have to be one or the other, or is it more of a spectrum? In this seminar, we welcome all personality types in an introvert-friendly setting to do some self-assessment, define just what introversion means, overturn some myths about introversion, and and explore the ways in which our world is set up to reward extroversion and cure introversion. But one thing's for sure, we don't need a cure.
About SEM is the diversity of our community. Come and learn about the various religions practiced by those around you. Whether you are passionate about the role of religion or faith in your own life, or maybe just curious about how others experience their faith on a daily basis. You are welcome to come listen, learn, and share. We will be engaging in deep discussions, so participants should come with an open mind, an attitude of respect for others, and a willingness to actively engage in conversation. Come celebrate and embrace our diversity.
This guy's telling you about confirmation bias. So because the world is incredibly complex, our brains move us through thinking shortcuts to simplify things. One scientific estimate suggests that we may be exposed to close to 11 million pieces of information per second. Imagine if you came into morning meeting, for example, and focused on the millions of things that your senses presented every second, processing every single thing you saw and felt, every item of clothing that everyone around you was wearing, each individual strand of hair on the person's head in front of you, the feeling of your shoes on your feet. It would be too much if we were required to process and filter all of that sensory information. We would be utterly overwhelmed. So our brains take many unconscious shortcuts. While these simplifying tendencies are normal and to a degree necessary, they can also get in the way of reaching accurate and kind conclusions. So in this seminar, we'll learn about cognitive biases, confirmation bias specifically, by getting tripped up in a few of them, and then go on to review strategies for interrupting bias. We'll create some public service announcements, some materials like posters or stickers or memes to share with the school.
How do you know that you know something? For example, how do you know that your perception of the color green is actually the color green? To take it a step further, how do you know that something is truly right or wrong? And who decides what is right or wrong? What if you're put in a position to make a choice that, by the standards of what we know, there is truly no right answers? Take this moral dilemma, for example.
Why don't you just tell me the right answer? Well, that's what's so great about the trolley problem, is that there is no right answer. Why don't you just tell me the right answer? Well, that's what's so great about the trolley problem, is that there is no right answer. This is why everyone hates moral philosophy professors.
Your side here, dude, but he is not wrong.
Okay, Michael, trust me. When it comes to human ethics, I just know more than you. I've been studying it my whole life. It's just that it's so theoretical, you know? This is a little bit longer than it's supposed to be, more concrete approach. Here, let's try this. Oh, God! Michael, what did you do? I made the trolley problem real so we could see how the ethics would actually play out. There are 5 workers on this
think you know the answer to that, come and take our class. I'll be making the stakes a little bit higher with that, plus introducing more thought, experiences, and moral dilemmas.